Welcome back, fellas. So in this video, I'm going to cover why you're anxious with your girlfriend. And you see, I've never felt this way before until I lacked these 4 traits here. So we're going to start right away with number 1. It'll be fear of loss. So suddenly you think she doesn't view you the same way. Suddenly you think she's looking elsewhere and she doesn't really want you anymore. She doesn't really show you that attention like she used to. And these are very understandable fears, and you always can trust your gut on these matters, but they only really manifest if these next 2 points are true. So number 2 would be it's your self-value. You see, if you're not doing the things you used to do, when she got with you, let's say you were hitting the gym, you were running, you were watching what you eat, you were working on your career every single day. Along with that, you were being extremely social with people. You were magnetic, you had charisma, and suddenly she starts seeing you pulling back. You're not taking care of your body as much. You're not actually working towards something. You're kind of just getting by day to day. You're eating junk food late at night, watching movies, spending quality time with her, but also deep down, it's really not quality. Because if you take a step back, every single night's the same. You're not getting anywhere. Suddenly she's gonna start losing respect. She's gonna think, well, is this the best I have in my man? Is this the best he sees? Is this where we're gonna be in the future? And then she starts building resentment. She thinks, well, I don't know if I want to be with him. And she has every right to feel this way. She should probably just leave your ass. She should move on. You are no longer the man she started dating. You fell off the wagon, so why would she keep staying with you? Deep down, she'll have the self-respect and she'll know this is no longer it. If this hurts you and pisses you off, it's the truth. You need to get your ass up and hustle. You need to have ambition, have drive, look forward to something, have your own life going on. Which leads me to number 3. You're feeling insecure because suddenly you're realizing in your own self-image, you're not who you used to be. You're not taking care of yourself. Suddenly you're getting out of shape. You're getting frail and unconfident. You're not really speaking to other people. You fully are attached to your women and you're coming across as clingy. Now, this does come down to the fact that you're comparing yourself to others, right? And you may expect me to tell you, oh, don't stop consuming so much social media. It's bad for your brain. But in all reality, isn't that what being a man is? Isn't it all just challenge? Every other man out there is doing the things you're not doing right now. They're going to the gym, they're taking care of their diet, they're working on something they are truly passionate about. Every single day they're getting somewhere and improving. Meanwhile, you're kicking it back, having Cheeto dust on your belly, watching who knows what, how many times you've seen that TV show, 4 to 5 times now. You should be leaning into this fear. You see, yes, other men out there are doing more than you are, no matter what. You should always feel that competition. They should fuel you. Because you can only see it both ways. You can either sit back and feel depressed and think, oh, well, I'm never gonna be that person. They have it easy. They were born with the genetics. They look a certain way. They have a wealthy family. All these make-believe lies you tell yourself to convince yourself to not take the steps you need to take. Become the self-made man in your family. Become the first one to ever make a living. That's not minimum wage, middle class. Make enough to where you can take care of the people around you. That will bring the most fulfillment out of anything in life. If you think your woman is turning her head for that man, become that man. Replicate him. Use him as a mentor. Do the same things he's doing, and next thing you know, you'll actually be right up there. You'll be competing. Number 4 would be your attachment style. Now, this one gets a lot more psychological. It is essentially how you were raised to an extent and what you saw from your parents. There's 3 different attachments. The first one would be secure, and this is probably the most important one, because if you're secure in yourself, you'll be warm and loving, and you won't ever feel like you need certain things from your partner. You're confident in yourself, you have your own things going on, and you know that they have their own life going on, but you are able to find that balance and share moments with her. Now, the other 2 aren't as good as the secure. The other one would be anxious, and you see, anxious comes across as clingy. They are constantly worried about what is going on, and they're always sort of trying to get attention from their woman. You're so preoccupied in your woman loving you back. You almost always feel unfulfilled. You feel like she's not doing enough kind gestures, and you feel like she should be going out of her way more. This will simply make her feel frustrated. She's gonna kind of want to push you away. She doesn't really want to be babysitting. She doesn't want to be mama's boy. She wants someone that's well put together and actually secure in themselves. They have things going on in their own life. Because if you're anxious, you're always going to be holding on that leg, clinging on, and just, please love me. Come on, man. If you're the third one, you're avoidant attachment, and you find yourself considering a relationship as a loss of independence, and you tend to almost push away your partner all the time. You're always sort of distant and not really ever close, intimate, and warm. Now, I gotta say, I personally have been finding myself under this one. I don't know what it is. I feel like I do find a loss of independence. I feel like I lose that balance at times. I need to remind myself, hey, like, I need to have my own quality time, but I also can't be pushing her off too much, right? Because then you come across cold, you come across uninterested. And a secure person is not gonna really care about someone that's not really interested in them. If you're constantly pushing away a secure person, they're not really gonna look back at you. They're gonna move on. They're gonna think, well, this person isn't really interested in me, and I want someone that's, in a sense, obsessed with me. I want someone that really wants me. And it's even worse if this avoidant attachment is with anxious attachment, because suddenly now you're pushing away someone that is trying to actually really grab onto you, and you find yourself kind of bumping heads because one really wants attention and intimacy and personal time, and the other really cares about their independence. They almost always feel the need to push you away and have a little bit of time to themselves. Meanwhile, the anxious person is constantly thinking and ruminating on the fact that they don't know if they are actually appreciated. They don't know if that person actually really cares about them, because they're lacking affection and they're lacking self-esteem. It's important that you're the secure attachment, you have your own things going on, you work towards something. That way you avoid being anxious ever. You're never going to question why she may not be interested in you, and she could be finding something in someone else. Fellas, take care of yourself. It's what will bring the most confidence and make you feel the most secure, with or without someone. At the end of the day, there's tons of beauty of having someone beside you. They're gonna motivate you, they're gonna make you feel more drive. But at your core, you should know that maybe you just, if that person left, you'd be okay. See you, fellas.